with something that I did last year, which I like doing. I want to go down the row, and I want us each to recommend one movie that came out this year that we think this audience should go out of their way to see. And I'm going to start it off so that you guys have time to think.
What if it's one that's already been mentioned tonight?
That's totally fine.
Okay, cool.
Mine is Wild. I'm a huge fan of the movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon and Laura Dern. I'm thrilled that it got those 2 nominations. I would have liked to have seen it get a few more, but it's just a very, very moving and touching film, and something that I haven't forgotten in a while. So if you haven't seen it, it's done quite well. But if you haven't seen it, please do. David?
I saw a film called 71 with Jack O'Connell, who, a lot of people saw in Unbroken, but it's directed by Jan Demage, and just a phenomenal, blistering film about the Troubles in Ireland in 1971. Brilliant film.
I mean, every film that everybody here has been part of has been amazing this year, but in particular, I'd say Whiplash is a fantastic film. I really love that movie. Genuinely.
Yeah, I agreed. All of y'all's movies are really great. But one that we haven't talked about tonight that I thought was really amazing is Under the Skin. It is really visual, and it uses aesthetics to tell a story, and the little dialogue that there is sort of ancillary. It's just a very aesthetically kind of abstract story, but it works, and it's very, it's still a story that's followable, and I think that's, exciting. I hope there are more movies like that.
Rosman?
I would have said Whiplash because I can still say Whiplash, but you said it, so. But when I just brought my baby back from the hospital, and it was one of those nights, and I watched it, and I was just sort of riveted, moved. I mean, tears were streaming down my face watching that film, because it somehow, I don't know, it's sort of the incarnation of artistic expression somehow, and the sort of violence that goes under the surface of it, and the passion. But then Birdman was also kind of about that too. And I suppose, these are films that obviously speak to us as performers. But Inarritu's direction in Birdman is truly mind-boggling. You think, how did you accomplish that? How did you have that in your head and execute it with that grace? It's it's a pretty stunning thing, phenomenon.
JK?
Just largely in terms of a performance that I really admired, again, aside from the ones that are sitting on this stage, Bradley Cooper in American Sniper is a brilliant piece of work.
Yeah. Chadwick?
It's so many this year. I would say Birdman because of the directing in that movie was outstanding. The shots, like the way that you would follow one character into another character's life, and the stage was part of the film. The film was part of it. It was I felt like it was the directing of that movie was on another level. So I would see that.
I think for me, I get really invigorated by things that are innocent but not pathetic and really straightforward. And for me, there's 2 movies actually that I saw this year. One is called Land Ho by Aaron Katz. It's an excellent film, and it's about 2 men who are in their maybe like early 60s who decide to go on a trip together, and it's just about that. And the simplicity of the story is wonderful. And there's also a film called We Are the Best, which I've been thinking about for so long, and it will make you so happy and will remind you that it is good to have a faith in your young nature. It's a beautiful movie about teenagers in Stockholm, and I loved it, and I'm still super into it. It's been a long time since I saw it. It's great.